It'll
It's
probably
not
change
gummy that
again.
often.
But I also have
What?
one
That's crazy.
slightly creepy Raggedy Ann watching at all times.
Oh, that's sick.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
ominous.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of ominous, I've just noticed that in the background of Arden, there's just like these little scrumply red bumples in the background.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Scrumpy
that's
bumples.
modern art.
It's literally modern art. Like, I have no idea what those are.
Oh, those are just the meats.
That's
Ooh.
Like,
Those are the
That's
meats you can win in the meat raffle.
That's the meat raffle.
like there
Oh,
are
this
parts
is
of
the
this.
meat raffle.
There are parts of this that I photoshopped from other things. Like, if you look up at the chandelier, that wasn't in the original image, right? Because right now I license everything from Shutterstock. This little like second floor balcony with the little plants, that wasn't in the original image. The fucked up looking meat sculptures, I didn't do that.
No, those are good there.
Oh, me? I didn't do that. That's just from there.
It came that way.
This
That's
image
that's
came
kinda
that
freaked.
way. Like, and this is a real, like, again, I made a lot of modifications to this in Photoshop. This was just a real picture of a fucking hotel somewhere that's on Shutterstock.
Beautiful.
I love it. You did good work, Max.
Yeah,
I like
I'll
that
have
there's
to.
a hotel in this world you can just see that in.
It's out there somewhere.
It'll
At the
find
real,
you.
the real hotel, Minnesota.
Threatening, ominous.
It's always getting closer.
It'll
Oh my
find you in the
God.
end.
The meat
Stop.
sculptures
No,
will
wait.
find you.
Anyway.
Oh wait, that's what was hunting us from the get-go. The meat sculptures.
Oh.
They've just been like nailing their way across the lobby.
Oh, not the snail.
Oh my God, the meat sculptures are my snail.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no.
Who can
Top 10
okay.
sentences that only make sense in this day and age, actually.
I've
Yeah.
been
The
calling
meat
them
sculptures are my snail.
Who can give me like a 60-second recap of what happened last week? Mark is volunteering himself.
No,
That is so nice.
my one
That's
note-
really nice of you.
Yeah, no, I can give you. So my recap is elevator doesn't work actually, and then I have a bunch of arrows that say just a theory.
I think that might have been from like 2 months ago.
No, because that's the last note I took, so I don't think it was that long ago.
I'm pretty sure that's when the elevator was broken in the building.
No, it was a theory. It was a theory that I had that like we don't actually move on the elevator. We stay in the same room and the room changes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would be. Okay, I need someone else to give a recap then, like a 60-second recap, please.
I can provide to you a handful of bullet points, such as Geronimo is missing, and Greg was very mad about it. Atticus goes to therapy.
Who?
It's just Arden. Atticus? Cosmo. Sorry, I'm in a different dimension. I was reading through the entire server today, and I'm in season 2. Beth is just Atticus to me. That's it. There's no other characters.
I'm only Atticus.
You're only Atticus. Cosmo goes to therapy, even though Atticus also needs therapy, but you know, Cosmo's the one that got it.
Yeah.
Therapy is Arden in the lobby, but upstairs.
Mhm.
Iris. I'm good today, guys. I'm focused. I'm on track.
You sound like
Iris
me
goes
last
to the
week.
doctor. Listen, you take a little while off and it all leaves you. Goodbye. Iris goes to the doctor. The doctor is also Arden in the lobby, but upstairs on a different floor that isn't therapy or the lobby. They touch a weird rock. Arden, even though their face is a mask, frowns emotionally. The class gets invited to the doctor's room so that Arden can tell us tales of... What kind of creature is Arden? I don't know. Supernatural being, deity lore about the deities supernatural creatures are interested in that started the universes, plural, because there's more than one. There's a lot of them. And Iris can touch another one of them. Because they broke their string.
That's a pretty good summary. Can anyone tell me the name of the creature?
No, the
Yes.
harvester entity.
Yes.
Yes.
I
It
had
was
that
said-
in my 4 bullet points. I didn't have a lot of notes either.
Yeah, so you were all informed that this being known as the Harvester entity is said to travel from universe to universe, collecting things, living things, and adding it to its collection of things.
Delicious.
And that's kind
He's
of where
just
we
really passionate about dinner.
Yeah, it just loves dinner. All types of dinner. People dinner, angel dinner, demon dinner, dinner.
Girl dinner.
Just girl dinner
Girl
anyway.
dinner. I love girl dinner.
So over the next 2 weeks, and by 2 weeks I mean few hours for us, we're going to take some hotel time. There's a bunch of stuff that kind of needs to be taken care of. I know Brad asked for you guys to go back up to the reflect floor a little bit. We talked about maybe seeing the frogs again, and probably the biggest one that I'd really recommend doing in the next 2 sessions is checking in with Team Dees and maybe planning your trip out to St. Basil's a little bit. St. Basil's? Sazzles? Sazzles. But I know there's also been some interest expressed in spending time with some NPCs a little bit one-on-one. So, as I always say, the floor is yours. Just
I'm
don't.
going ice skating in the lobby.
Okay, Iris, you go ice skating in the lobby. How does that go?
Well, it goes very poorly considering there's no ice in the lobby and I also don't have ice skates, so it's more just me shuffling around on the marble floor in my slipperiest socks.
Do you get something out of that?
No, that's it. Nope. I get the whimsy of slipping my socks across the hotel lobby floor.
Cosmo has been intently watching this. You see that above ground, the second floor, basically the balcony. Cosmo's standing up there watching you, and has been for a while, and sketching something. And then they just abruptly leave.
So I'm dealing with my feelings about having been disconnected from the universe on a metaphysical level.
By spinning like
in
a
my own in my
ballerina the lobby.
in my own unique no there's no ballerina. It's just, you know when someone rubs their feet on a carpet to get a static charge? It's me doing that, but the floor's marble, so it's not doing any static. I'm just shuffling around like a doofus.
Okay, I like that. So Iris has just completely embraced the mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
It's fine.
Will,
It'll
thank
be
you for your
fine.
contribution for this week. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Okay, goodbye. Okay, see you later. Goodbye.
Oh no! Oh no! Hi,
I'm kidding.
Will.
I'm kidding.
I gotta make
What
sure
a
the
good joke we
recording
do.
updated. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, everything looks okay. We're good.
Playing a prank on the recording.
I appreciate that. Great. So Iris has just fully embraced mental breakdown. Does anyone have something else they want to do one-on-one with somebody?
I do.
What would you like to do?
Cosmo leaves watching Iris skate around the floor and goes back upstairs to their floor and tries to look for Ozma.
Okay, so you go back up to the leisure floor?
Yes.
Okay. So as you go back into your room, passing by the beans, actually I should have addressed this sooner. You find that in the night your room has mysteriously changed.
What the? No, my stuff. No, I just. God damn it. Go back out into the hallway. Was one of the beans in there?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hey, excuse me.
Hello.
Did you change my room?
No.
Why does it look like this? And I kind of drag him in.
You pull Bean in. He's like, "Hey, hang on a second." And he looks around and he says,
Please take a look.
"Oh, yes, this. Yes, this was specifically requested.
By whoops, the fuck?
Management.
Okay, thank you.
I've heard this location is supposed to be both 1, very nice, and 2, somewhat sentimental."
No, it's not. like push him back out of my room.
Duff. Shit.
To close the door. Ozma, hey, are you in here?
Yeah, from upstairs in the suspiciously, for our dear sweet listeners, it's pretty much a 1-to-1 replica of the suite at Heart and Stone. And you see Ozma poke her head out from the balcony, and she says, "Oh, hey, what's up with the room?"
I don't know. Management decided to change it. Apparently,
I went down to breakfast at that like nasty place, and I came back up, and it was just this.
Did you say anything to anybody?
I didn't want to be a burden.
What? What for what?
I don't know. I don't know how this place works. What do you what do you want, Cosmo?
Sorry. Actually, I really was hoping I could have your help with something. I'm sorry. I don't. This kind of freaked me out. So we're not doing it here. But well, I mean, you're like a genius. I really need to build something for Iris, and I'm not the best with electronics. And I was hoping maybe your work in school or the lab would benefit this project.
Is this plant-based?
It's not. It's actually more like solar power battery based.
Oh boy. Okay, I need coffee
But
for this. Do you have a good spot to get coffee?
oh, there's the Blunken. I can buy you whatever kind of latte you want.
Is that what they call it here?
No, that's just Blunken blow nuts. Have you never? They're like all over the East Coast.
Where's the Blarbucks?
There's no Blarbucks. It's Blunken.
What?
It's Blunken plus plus. I think they invented like some kind of coding language.
What does that mean?
Let's go get coffee before I explain it. I'm tired too.
Okay, you head back down with Ozma and walk into Blunken plus plus and stare at notorious coffee lesbian books page, and Ozma like drops everything in her fucking hands. She's like, "Ugh."
Ozma,
My God,
don't
you
you
guys are the
fucking
same.
dare. Don't you be into books. Don't you fucking
Cosmo, who is that?
Ozma.
Cosmo, who is that?
Ozma, that is that's Book's Page.
What?
Her name is Book's Page.
What the fuck?
She's really cool. I can't talk to her. It's hard.
Okay. And she walks up, and Book says, "Hey, wow, you guys look the same. You guys
Crazy.
sisters, twins?"
We're not twins.
Ozma's like, "Yeah, this is my significantly older sister,
What the
practically geriatric."
Yeah.
Yeah, real
tell by
parent trap situation going on
Fucking
over
smack
here.
my hand over Ozma's mouth. This is Ozma. I'm Cosmo, the one that you've met and known and are on good relations with. This is Ozma. She's new.
Books kind of like leans down on the counter with like her hands. She says, "What can I get for you?" And Ozma says, "You."
She will have the hot chocolate with 4 shots of espresso.
It's Cosmo shoots daggers at you, but her face is like turning beet red. And Books is like, "Okay, yep. 4 shots of espresso in the hot chocolate."
And I would like a cappuccino, please, with bloat milk.
And 1 cappuccino with bloat milk. And you're both served drinks as you sit around the counter. Ozma has like her her head in her hands. She like takes a sip of her disgusting hot chocolate espresso, and her face curls. And she says, "So what's this about? A project?"
Yeah, so Iris is she has this new disease called caught between dimensions or universes or something. So that's why she just ejected out of the car briefly and then came back screaming. And I was thinking about how if she is being teleported to another dimension, and in any situation we might find ourselves in, what if she's hurt? What if she's tired and she doesn't want to walk? What if, like today, and she's traveling at a really high speed? I wanted to give her something that would let her be safe in between these areas, because there's no other way we can help them right now. I don't know how to restore someone's tether to reality. And I push this little notebook with like doodles of like roller skates and stuff to Ozma, and I'm like, "This is what I was thinking.
You wanna build roller skates?
I want to build kind of like jet roller skates a little bit. I couldn't think of a good name for it, but listen to this, okay? Take roller skates, roller blades, what's ever going to be more durable. You overlay the front cover, which is already some kind of hard plastic, with a durable solar panel that travels into a battery that can charge the battery on, one front. The other front would actually be connected to a mechanism in the wheels. So as the wheels are turning, it's generating electricity to charge the second half of the battery. So that means that even if there's no sun where this other place is, which is what I'm hearing, they would still have a way to charge the battery power, and you can use the batteries exclusively to move the wheels as well. So it's not just constant motion on your end. It's something you can wear. Ideally, I don't know if it's possible, we could maybe try and rig it so that the wheels are, you can put them back in so you're not constantly running it, because that would, I feel, probably be really grating on the battery and the mechanisms itself. So some kind of like basically wheelie shoe that has this functionality built into it.
Ozma glances back towards the lobby where Iris is like running in place in their socks on the fucking marble floor, and looks back at the design and says, "Yeah, maybe this could work."
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and then I saw her doing that this morning, and I thought, ask Ozma.
Yeah, I think I might be able to help you with this.
That would be incredible, because I'm pretty good at coding electronics, but I don't actually know the first thing about any kind of solar or like electro. Um, Basically, how to. It almost functions like a water wheel, and that's my thinking. But there's obviously no water traveling through it, so that's where I was hoping maybe you might have some experience.
Yeah, Ozma is like poring over your kind of like schematics and says, "Yeah, we could attach a motor to the side and that would turn the wheels, and then you might be able to pull this off."
That would be so, like, such a relief just in the meantime, because I don't really think Iris can take any more bad news right now. I'm gonna be so serious.
Yeah. Um hey, I got to talk to you about something too.
Oh, okay. I close the notebook. What's up? What can I do?
I don't know about you. I found meeting you to be very suspicious.
Oh, deeply. Like, I I don't trust or believe a word out of the stones' mouths, and I don't know why they said that I'm adopted like that, and I just don't believe it. I'm You're great. I really like you. I'm really excited to get to know you. I don't understand what the fuck is happening.
Listen, this is a little bit more than that.
Oh.
Everyone who was present during what happened on your birthday had to file an incident report.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't scheduled to work that night.
What?
I was asked to come in last minute.
Who?
My boss.
Who was your boss?
The thing is, none of that's important because he was just as confused that I worked. I went back through my emails and it was gone. I'm no dummy. I checked the servers. I went through the transaction history. I know I was asked to work. My card was accepted.
That actually makes an unfortunate and extremely strange amount of sense. Okay. Have you gotten any other correspondence before this, asking you to come to a specific area at a specific time that just ended up being an odd situation?
Never.
And you were only contacted by your boss through this email that then was deleted?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember a lot of the very end of a couple days ago. Did I explain to you in detail what it is that we're doing and what we're doing here?
Sort of. You guys retrieve bodies.
It's more than that in a really bad way. And I apologize because I think I may have gotten you into it. So before I was a part of this, whatever this is, which by the way, wasn't exactly my choice. I worked for the government in a very secure government facility in, the East Coast, somewhere over there. That I had people from the the fucking Brad, broke in basically to our facility and stole a bunch of my data, my research. They took all of it. They wiped my computer. They implored me to go downstairs and talk to these people who had a contract that I signed that I never signed. And with all of this, like, basically urging me and convinced me to go out and do something, that got me involved in this project game. It's called the Reflection Game. It's a very horrific, cursed, dark. Chrys, Iris, and I are all probably gonna die. I don't know. We got marked by some space anomaly that's hurtling at us at an unknowable speed that's gonna eat us.
And the space anomaly sends emails?
I think Caldera Corp sends emails, and I'm not entirely certain that. So we're really only dealing with them on like a middle management level, I've recently learned.
Can you
I don't.
ask them to take me off their mailing list?
I can ask for them why the hell they're intervening with you, because I'd never even met you before this. And we probably never would have met because I was never going to come back to Little Rockefeller. Ever.
Yeah, no. Tell them to take me off their mailing list.
I
Well, I need to go get supplies for this. And I feel thoroughly embarrassed staying here. So let's take a trip and go get some roller skates and motors and whatnot.
I'm gonna yeah, I'll yell at Brad later. I'll ask him about that.
Great. Come on,
Alright, I get up, I
old
follow
ass
them.
lady.
Shut up, child.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over your knees cracking.
Do you want to order another hot chocolate?
Her face turns red and she leaves.
Follow
her. Who has some other things they want to do today?
Chrys has something he'd probably want to do at this point.
Yeah.
He's gonna go talk to his brother and face the consequences.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get yelled at, guys.
Let's hop back up to leisure. My mouse is popping up. Is it in the recording too? No, it's not. Wait, I would never know. Hang on, this is inconvenient. No, we're good. Sorry, everyone. That had nothing to do with anything. Chrys, you head up after breakfast, and you see your brother standing outside yelling at Bean.
Chrys walks up and he's like, "Yeah, Bean, what's the problem here? What?"
I didn't have anything to do with the renovations.
What renovations?
The mouse jabs a finger into Bean's inky blackness and says, "This guy knows something, all right? The whole room's changed."
What do you mean the whole room's changed?
What if Klaus was caught in some sort of interdimensional vortex again while the room was changing? You know,
Chrys
he's
doesn't
already
laugh at that.
losing a leg, maybe. You know, do you know anything about goopifying legs, sir? And Bean says, no, I just work here. And Mouse says, then you're useless. And he turns to you, Chrys. And says, come here, you got to see this.
Okay, I'm coming. Yep.
And he pulls you back inside. I clicked on the wrong thing. That's the one I need. I need to move my setup back over. This is a nightmare. I'm losing my mind today. He pulls you back inside into a perfect replica of your suite from Low Rockefeller. He says, what is this?
Not the right room? This doesn't look like our room.
What if... Oh my god.
You've already said the what if. I know. He's fine though, right?
Yeah, you see
Aside
Klaus,
from the leg.
You see Klaus sitting on the sofa watching Blamely Bly as Mouse like
Nice.
runs over, grabs the remote, and turns the TV off. He says, that is gonna rot your brain, Klaus.
Yeah, it will.
And Mouse turns towards you and he looks very exasperated. And he says, this place is a lot, Chrys. You've been living here for a month?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than my apartment.
I guess. This is like... We had no idea where you were.
But, yeah, you're probably right about that. But, like, really, it's not my fault. It is, but it's not.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It doesn't have anything to do with that, Chrys. But this is a lot.
You get used to it. But, like, right now, yeah, I'm sure it is a lot. I get that. And, like, I'm sorry you got dragged into it. Like, this not really ideal. Yeah. Not that I don't like you guys being here, but, like, yeah.
He says, I gotta ask you about your neighbors, too. The twins?
Oh, the Finkies. Yeah, what about them?
Are they just like that?
They're the Finkies, of course, yeah.
They
They're just
got-
cool like that.
They like the unison talking and the...
Yeah. Do you know how much coordination that takes? Like, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, no, I know, like, it's weird at first. Like, when I first met them, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But then they got chopped down by, like, murder cows, but they were fine.
God, Chrys, what the fuck have you been doing?
So much. So much. I think I need therapy.
Mouse runs over and grabs from like the corner. He pulls out like a stack of books. And he says, the receptionist gave me some weird, I guess you'd call them tomes to read.
That's weird. But why?
They might be about Klaus's condition.
Is there anything in there? Like, have you gotten through them?
They're all in Latin. I mean, these things look hundreds of years old. I don't even know how they were kept in this kind of condition for so long.
There's a lot that I stopped asking myself about this place, and books are probably the least of our worries. But we could probably, like, have them translated.
Do you know someone who speaks Latin?
The Finkies. Maybe they'll speak Latin.
No.
Yeah, you're right. We definitely know somebody who speaks Latin, though. It's just not on. It's not on the tip of my tongue right now.
Go ahead, Beth. Go ahead.
Tell me, Beth.
The Finkies speak Latin.
Do they? See, I had a fucking feeling, dude. Yeah, the Finkies definitely speak Latin.
Oh my god, no, not the Fingies.
No, they're really, really cool. Like,
they actually speak Latin, like, you know this.
like 98% sure.
Oh my god.
You want to go see the fingies?
Yeah. I do want to
Okay.
go see the fingies.
All right. Give me 1 second. And he's like, I'll meet you outside in the hallway. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
And then like Chris runs back over to Klaus. And he like turns Family Guy back on, or Family Guy back on, and then he runs back out.
It seems today as you close the door. Mouse says, "What was that?"
Oh, it was Cocomelon. Or
Oh, good.
Blocomelon.
Good.
Blocomelon.
That's the kind of
Yeah,
educational TV that Klaus really needs.
How old is Klaus again?
3 to 5.
Like 5, I think. I think he's like 5.
Like 3 to 5, yeah.
Yeah, Mouse says not sure how old his son is.
We'll call it 4.5.
All right, maybe you should get that figured out. But let's go see the fingies for now, because his leg is a little more important.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And he kind of like goes to knock on the door and then holds his hand down.
Fingies! Chris yells.
Oh,
doesn't
don't
even
just
knock.
call them as like it's almost like they were just standing directly on the other side of the door, waiting for a moment like this, because immediately the door swings open and you see Raffi and Zulu standing on the other side and they say, "Hello, Chrysanthemum."
Hey guys, this is, you've met my brother, right? Have you met my brother?
Yeah, I think in passing. Hello.
Yeah, this is my brother Mouse.
Hi.
Mouse. This is the Fingies. They're my best friends, practically.
the thing you say, "Hello, Mouse. We saw you in the hallway earlier. Nice books." Mouse,
They're actually
Mouse like holds a hand up to his mouth like he's about to bite it, and he says, "Hi, yes, I got some books. My son's leg is goo, and the receptionist said that maybe these positively fucking ancient tomes might help, but they're in Latin. And Chris says, you two speak Latin." And the thing you say, "Doesn't everyone?" No, they don't. That's this is like really he's like shaking up and down a little bit, like almost jumping up. He says, "I need your help. Can you help me?" And the Fingies say, "We'd love to look at your books, Mouse." Mouse says, "Great! Come on in, guys." And
wait,
holds
he's
the door.
telling them to come into their into their place?
No, back up across the hall.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect.
And Mouse holds the door open for the three of you. Well, the Fingies and Chris to come back in.
Yeah. And then as I'm passing by him, I'm like, you gotta work on asking for people, like ask people for help, dude. This seems like a problem. You had a lot of trouble there.
He looks up at you. He says, "I asked you for help once, Chris. And then you
And I
disappeared
got
for a
it.
month."
Oh, that time. Well, I thought you were talking about right now, but yep. And Chris walks inside.
And as Mouse brings the Fingies over to the books, and they start muttering, you see Klaus just kind of looking over at you from the couch.
Hi, Klaus.
"Hi, Uncle Chris.
How you doing? How's your? He like goes over, hang out with him for a second. He's like, how you doing?
I'm okay."
Yeah, you got a goopy leg.
I do have a goopy leg. Have you ever had a goopy leg before, Uncle Chris?
You know, not that I can remember, but people, some people get goopy legs, and it does happen, But look, we got all this help here, and we're gonna fix that goopy leg.
You see the fingies like turn over and start to wave at Klaus as Mouse like grabs them by the shoulder and is like, "Don't look at my son," and brings them back over to the books.
Oh my god, Dad really doesn't like them.
And Klaus says, so, "But other people have had goopy leg."
I don't know anybody personally, but
But you said other people have had it.
Yes. In history, people have had goopy legs before. Absolutely.
And did they end up okay?
Oh, yeah, they're fine. They were totally fine. They lived long, happy lives, and their leg was not always goopy.
Like after it was cured?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean like
Okay,
beforehand. I
that's
meant like
great.
after.
Let's
I'm not
get
trying to mess with your head. Don't worry.
Let's get a fast talk roll.
A fast talk? No, this is
I
This
love
is
lying to
real.
children.
this
Lying
is
to
real.
kids, best activity.
I don't want to lie to my nephew. I'm sure people have had goopy legs and they've been fine. Like,
Oh.
come on. Come on.
You know that
Hold on.
historical feature called goop leg?
Remember the goop leg pandemic of like 1586?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
For it.
Everybody in the town center just got one goop leg. You sure you don't want me to roll like intimidate or something?
Chris,
No, I could do fast talk. That's fine. I could do fast talk.
yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, dude, look at that. I passed by 1 point. I'm so happy about this.
Excellent. I feel like it's worth mentioning. I was going to ask you if you wanted to spend luck to lie to your nephew.
Nope, I don't need luck to lie to my nephew. I can do it without luck.
That's just pure skill, baby. Klaus nods and says, "Thanks, Uncle Chris."
Yeah, you got it, buddy. We're here for you. You got all these people that are gonna help you out. We're all here. Don't worry.
Like you're like you when you and the
Did you ever dream that you could?
like you're the Cosmo and Iris and Ozma and the Vingies.
Finkies?
You're just like your dad.
Da Vinci?
The Binky?
Da Vinci?
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. All those people in Da Vinci are gonna help you out.
Wow.
Yep. We're like I said, we're all here for you. And that he goes to like pat him on the leg, but then he's like, nope.
Good save, Chrysanthemum.
Thank you. And then he gets back up and he like ruffles his hair and he's like, all right, we're gonna go translate some books.
Can I help?
Yeah, sure. Do you need help getting over there?
Yeah, if you didn't offer that, Klaus was gonna stand up and then just tumble over.
I'm so glad I offered help.
Because you offer help. Yeah, you help take him over. And your small unexpected party gathers around the books, the Hawthorns and the Fingies, to start translating some ancient tomes and maybe start uncovering some answers.
Yes.
And I think let's catch up with you at the end of the episode on that.
You say I
think
drew
that's-
Chris. Also, Chris X Fingies?
Chris
I tried
X Fingies.
I tried Chris X Gregley last time, but then Gregley was like the worst. So
All right, hang on a second. Hang on. Listen, I don't want to go
shipping
like
Chris with other characters. Is that what's happening?
That is what's happening. That's not my beef though. Gregley did nothing wrong.
No,
All right.
Gregley's nasty. He's
Gregley,
gross.
you
Have you heard his name?
Gregley
yeah,
not deserve
Mark
the
makes a
fate
really
that has
good point.
befallen him.
And he tried to kill Mr. Derry. So
Yeah, wow, a
What?
murderer.
a murderer, and he's got the name Gregley. Ugh.
What a scumbag.
Or
Oh
Greg.
heavens. Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly scheduled ad break. What is up? Thank you so much for listening to The Reflection Game episode 39. My sincerest apologies that we weren't able to do last week. I got back from vacation on Sunday and I said I do not physically have the energy to edit. So that's where I was, and that's why there was no episode. But we're back, and thank you for making this a part of your morning, afternoon, or evening, or all of the above. You don't need to listen to this all day though. You don't need to do that. That's fine. But you should tell a friend. It helps us out tremendously, and it would mean the world to us if you would do that. You can also do things that also help us, like rating, reviewing, subscribing, joining our Discord, which is always available on our YouTube descriptions. There's a link there so you can join up if you want to. I'm sure most of you know this. I'm speaking to the dear sweet listeners right now, but we do have video with our webcams and some resources that we slap together. So if you do want to check that out, you can find us, This Isn't Normal, on YouTube, if you want sort of that experience. And if you like the audio version, that's totally fine too. Whatever works for you. We want to make this work for you. Also, got to talk about Patreon. Of course, we're on Patreon at patreon.com/tincast. That is where you can get monthly bonus content if you want to subscribe to our $5 tier. We'll also put your name in the credits during the ad breaks and the end of the episodes. And then for $10 a month, we thank you each and every week during this portion of the show, which is why it's time to thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, Emmy Lynn Laderna, Smarties, Charlie Rose, Adam Carpenter, and Marco Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you all so much. We love you guys. You guys mean the world to us. And I also want to talk. I don't think we're going to have a preview of it this week because I literally got to edit it as soon as I'm done with this. But April's Patreon is hilarious. It's going to be in the same sort of context as This Isn't Noir, which is one of my favorite settings to do a spinoff in. So we'll be back to Deadlight next month. But this is a fun little thing because, we're always just rolling the dice every month. And then we open more threads than we can close, but we'll get them all resolved. Again, it's a really fun episode though with a special guest, so it's good. It's a good time. How are we doing? I'm gonna let you get back into the madness. That's what I've decided. Join us again, hopefully next week. It'll be next week. Last week was the fluke. Join us again next week for one more episode of Hotel Shenanigans before we get into our next adventure. Until then, stay safe, drink lots of water, and have a great week. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Iris, is there anyone you want to spend time with in this episode?
Well, my biggest plot for this little interlude was going to be finding out what's wrong with me, but we've done that already. So I spin a wheel for a list of characters.
Okay. If you don't want to, we can also defer and do one of the group activities.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Okay. And if you change your mind, can always circle
Yeah.
back. So we got about 20 minutes, I would say. My recommendation would be either you're checking with Brad again or checking in on the froggy floor.
Froggy floor.
Okay. After an exhaustive day of poring over tomes, Cosmo, you've been hard at work building a pair of roller skates for Iris with Ozma. And Iris, you have been marble flooring in the lobby. You all rendezvous after a pleasant meal, maybe in Snoop's nasty ass restaurant, maybe not, who knows, and collectively agree, well, you're gonna head back up to the froggy floor.
There wasn't even a frog this time. Like, there was supposed to be some nudists, but we didn't see anybody.
We're gonna find out it was Ozma, and that's gonna be crazy.
That would be insane. It's not Ozma.
How do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
And the
I don't.
elevator the elevator opens up, and you hear the sound of bustling party music coming from Party Frog's room.
Disapproving head shake.
Classic party.
Do you guys go in?
What do you mean disapproving? His name is Party Frog. Yeah.
Yeah, I go in.
All right. You open the door uninvited and unannounced into Party Frog's party of one, where you see him in all his Party Frog glory. And he's like dancing, he's shaking his butt a little bit. He's turned away from you guys right now.
Hey!
Oh,
All right, Iris, you yell. And he whirls around and he says, "Whoa! Hey guys, how's it going?"
It wasn't even a naked frog.
What?
There was
You
no
said there was gonna
nudist
be
frog.
a nudist frog. We never met him.
He kind of paddles over and turns off the music and turns towards you all again and says, "I was afraid you were going to say that."
How could you lie to us?
So what, did he like disappear from reality or something?
Not to the best of my knowledge, but he also hasn't checked in. You didn't see Nudist Frog.
Well, okay.
I mean, did he look
What-
like a frog, or was
what
he
does-
like
looks
a
he
guy
looks like
just
a
out
frog.
of
You know how I have my party vest and Stabby
Uh-huh.
Frog has his stabbing utensil?
Uh-huh.
He's just like that, except he's just all green. Just all green.
Yeah, there was no frog.
But okay, you said he took off his suit, right? So wouldn't he be Bar the suit?
I don't know. He's just one of us. He's just one of us. You didn't see him. He
No,
was
I
supposed
saw-
You
to
did
be
not
there.
see a frog. No.
There was a naked person. Yes. Were they a frog? No.
Little Rockefeller.
Yes.
There was approximately several, possibly up to a dozen naked people, but there was approximately 0 of them that were
Oh.
frog coded to any
Yeah.
degree.
Most of them were dead.
Heart and Stone.
Yes. In a
Yes.
giant egg.
The masquerade party. He was supposed to meet you at
Mhm.
the masquerade party.
Oh, it got
Was not
interrupted.
there.
Yeah. Well, the masquerade party got interrupted by a giant
Yes, the
monster
giant
who-
monster. I know about the giant monster.
Well, then when we were supposed to meet him in the masquerade, because
Before the monster.
No.
Well, the only people we met before the monster was
Oh, was it my ex?
your.
Was it?
It was your parents and your.
Well, they're monsters in their own right. But unless Raisin Carmichael is nudist frog, no.
Who the fuck is Raisin Carmichael?
well,
Not
not nudist
nudist
frog,
frog.
apparently.
Apparently not nudist frog.
You see Party Frog. He looks uncharacteristically upset. And more than that, he looks nervous. He kind of like
So
starts
fun.
shaking his hands. He's like, this is very bad.
You just like contact Lord Time and ask what the fuck what happened.
I can't just go to time itself and say one of your disciples has vanished.
Why not?
Why? Doesn't that seem exactly like what you should do? Like report it immediately?
Well, then I'm going to get in trouble.
Why
For
would you
what?
get in trouble?
Because
You're not his
You're his
I-
manager?
Yes,
What?
I'm his.
Well, then why aren't you
You're
managing
a
him?
terrible
He
manager, Party
hasn't
Frog.
checked in.
And you're here partying.
That's what I
Well,
do. I'm Party
you're-
Frog.
You're shaking your booty rather than taking your booty out there and looking.
No.
You should be-
There has to be a logical explanation to this.
Dead. Sorry.
No, he
Sorry.
can't be
Okay, well-
dead.
I have a
I
theory.
mean, he could be.
you-
Stop that.
Sorry.
Did you explain that? I've been thinking about this for a while. That when something happens, it has always happened. with the Myrtler, even though he knew that we were going to meet him, he was always going to meet us. We were always going to kill him. He still stayed. He still did everything because he had to. That was the timeline, right? That's how it works.
Yes.
Is there any possibility that something else can just interject?
Not that.
Perhaps like a temporal anomaly of some kind.
Like the
A
worst
what?
kind? They called it.
Oh, just like on the off chance that, I don't know, something referred to as maybe like a temporal anomaly that like breaks the connection between universes might have been there or something. Could that have been something that like might
was-
have?
That was the monster.
That was the monster.
Yeah, it actually turned Chris's nephew into goo, like his leg.
Well, just his leg, not my whole nephew.
No, thank God for that.
Yeah.
Party Frog glowers. You can see his eyes darken. And he says, "The fucking Caldera Corporation is sending agents to exterminate temporal anomalies?"
Well, they technically just sent us to get like a corpse back, but then there was a temporal anomaly there, yeah.
Really supposed to exterminate it. We were just supposed to survive and leave. But the temporal anomaly was made of those dead bodies that we were sent to recover.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have some more context for your rage? I'm with you. I appreciate this. I just want to understand it.
I'm on your side. I'm
I get it. I just want to really get it,
I hate to do this. Can we take our pause now towards the end of this episode? My headphones have just started to die, so I need to let them charge for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is gonna suck. I'm gonna stop recording this.
No.
This is so
No.
embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. That was such a high energy scene, and I had to cut it because my headphones were dying.
Oh.
The pacing is going to be ruined.
Bro, continuity's ruined. I changed clothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to leave this whole piece of context in.
You could just edit the shirt back onto me. You could edit my shirt back on.
I love when you guys make more work for me. I love that. All right, let's see how jarring this adjustment is.
Listen, I'm on your side. I'm with you. I also don't like Caldera, but why are you mad?
Why am I mad? Because
Yeah.
it was fine when your bosses were sending teams gallivanting all over the prairies, killing werewolves, vampires, ghosts, the occasional hive mind. Then they sent you to kill one of ours. And now you're stepping on our toes when it comes to temporal anomalies. They're not asking you to go fight IRS agents, are they? Is that next?
Why
I
would
wouldn't
we
put
be
it past
fighting
them, honestly.
the IRS handles taxes poorly.
And time travel. Keep up. All of
What?
you.
What?
Wait, no, I'm
Huh?
sorry.
This
I'm
is
gonna have
not
to ask you to
news.
explain that.
Can
What do
you
you
run that
mean
back
that's
again
not
real
new?
quick?
That's the Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah, and they time travel.
Since when?
At
Why?
least 10 years. Probably more.
This is common knowledge to whom?
Everyone knows that the IRS time travel. How do you think they make most of their money? They go back and get the money.
No, they take money from us.
Yes.
Yeah, they just us badly.
Yeah, they do. And guess what? Guarantee all of you have been fucked with at some point or another by the IRS.
What do you mean?
So wait,
What?
I'm sorry. You just let the IRS time travel?
No! We stop them. At least that's what we try to do as much as possible. They're not authorized to time travel. We're authorized to time travel. We're getting
So I'm sorry. Wait.
way
No,
off
no, no.
topic.
This is actually way on topic because this goes back to my earlier thought about an interjection that's outside of your scope of always happened. If the IRS couldn't always time travel and you're constantly stopping them, why the fuck wouldn't they try to stop you?
The IRS didn't do this. Don't. They're not smart enough. They're
They don't
bad
time travel. That's
travelers.
pretty smart.
Party Frog is stupid. I'm
No,
writing on my notes
You're,
verbally.
you're stupid.
Hey,
Oh,
no
this
name calling. Stop
crazy.
that.
Okay. Okay, so let me just make sure I understand. You were all sent to retrieve a body, and in the process came across a being outside of space and time?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna
That
have
was not
words.
That was not the purpose of our visit, though. It was genuinely. Do you know about the dreams that the players have before they enter the game?
No,
No, this is related, please.
Vaguely. All right, I vaguely know about the dreams, and you get sent to the other place, and then you don't have reflections anymore because you burned or decapitated or shot,
Any manner of
stabbed,
it.
shanked.
If one of us was to die in that dream, all three of us would die, correct?
I don't know.
That's what they told us. One team that didn't work. One team member died. They were a part of that dead people group. When we brought one of the living team members close to it, it turned into the temporal anomaly. Like we watched it happen.
Oh my god, this is bad. This is
So I'm saying
really, really bad.
the players of this game, if Caldera has any say in that, which I don't think they do, or maybe they do, is what's making these things in the first place.
God, Nudist Frog is dead, isn't he?
Maybe.
They're there.
Do you pat him on the shoulder?
Yeah, I gently pat him on the shoulder as I'm just like, okay, but like, so back to like the facts.
His frog suit is a little clammy.
I was gonna ask if it was like furry or if it was like
It-
frog textured.
It looks like it should be furry. It feels like a frog.
Ew, what is wrong with that?
Patting him twice. Okay, so what can we do?
What can you do? What can you do?
Do you want our help?
Sure. Do you have any frog locating abilities?
Found your ass.
Did you?
Yes.
Or did we find you?
Did we not find your fucking necklace in the forest on a squirrel?
Okay, that was helpful. Yes, that was helpful.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm saying that weird things happen to us.
It's true.
I gotta have words. I gotta have words.
Are you also gonna yell at Brad?
Oh my gosh, can we yell at Brad together?
Yeah, it's all yellow
I-
bread.
I was gonna say, I actually, outside of like main group reasons, I'm excited. I have another reason to yell at Brad today.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna yell at Brad.
I hold up my phone and I'm like, Lola, can you schedule a meeting 5 minutes from now for Team Bouquet plus Party Frog to meet with Brad?
Scheduling. Oh, request denied. Hang on a second.
Just keep putting it in until he stops denying it.
Okay, well, he's not denying this one.
Okay, which one did he not deny? Just like the second.
The same one.
Oh, Brad. Thank you, Lola.
No, thank you.
I'll
No,
put it in my pocket. Okay. Well, let's head over to the floor.
Fine.
To the floor.
We'll head over and
Sorry, Frog. I'm sorry I called you stupid.
No,
We
it's
should not
fine.
have
No,
this
it's-
animosity before we go yell at Brad as a collective.
You're right. We
I
need to be
think-
on a team here.
We kind of are.
I don't really like Party Frog all that much.
How could you say
He's
that? He's
kinda-
our
he's
best
kinda-
friend
I'm
forever.
right
I mean,
here.
yeah, I know you're right here. I don't care if you know. You're kind of rude to us.
It's
What?
true.
You talk to us like we're dumb. We're not
A
dumb.
lot, all the time, and also like we haven't been explicitly honest and maybe rude, but kind of helpful sometimes, oftentimes too.
Oh my god. Let's go yell at Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you all storm out of the office into not the office. You go up to the office after storming out of Party Frog's party suite
Mhm.
and head up to go yell at Brad. Next time
Next time we yell at Brad.
Next time you
Next
yell
time, not
at
your
Brad.
best friend.
5 minutes from now, catch me yelling at Brad.